Okay, in this video tutorial, we're going to look at the mathematical strand of number and place value. And more specifically, we're going to be focusing on understanding number lines and then using symbols to compare different quantities. So the first thing you need to understand is, well, what is a number line? A number line is basically a line that has different numerical values on it that allows you to then be able to solve problems. So as you can see down below, we've got a number line at the bottom of our screen. Okay, here's our number line. You can see that the numbers that extend to the right hand side of the screen, okay, they're all positive numbers. All right, whereas the numbers that extend to the left of our number line are actually negative numbers. And we can use this number line to solve problems. We can also use it to identify what we call opposites. Now, opposites are numbers that are exactly the same distance or equidistance away from the zero. In this particular case, an example might be positive 4 and negative 4. Okay, so positive 4 and negative 4 are exactly the same distance from the zero or from the middle of our number line, hence we call them opposites. Okay, so we can use a number line to help us when we are increasing or decreasing values. All right, so for example, when we increase numbers, we move to the right along the number line. So if we're starting at 0 and we increase the number, so let's say we start at 0 and we want to then go add 5, we're increasing, we go all the way to 5. So if we're increasing, we move to the right. Alternatively, if we are decreasing, so we start at 0 and we take 5, all right, we end up going to the left. So remember, when you add to your number, okay, you move to the right, which is over here. And when you decrease or take away, you move to the left, which is over here. Remember, at the start of this video, we talked also about using a number line to compare different quantities, and we're going to look at some symbols now. All right, so obviously all our numbers to the right, all these numbers here are greater than 0. All right, and for the greater symbol, or greater than symbol, we use like an arrow, like this one here. All right, so let's say we've gone to the number 8. So 8 is actually greater than 0. The way I remember it with the greater symbol, all right, if you think about it like a crocodile mouth, okay, crocodiles always want to eat the bigger number. Okay, they always want to eat the bigger meal. So, all right, another way you can think about it is the arrow always points to the smaller number. Alternatively, I suppose we just talked about greater than 0, less than 0. The numbers down here are less than 0. So for example, I've stopped at negative 7. We know that negative 7 is in fact less than 0. All right, remember the arrow points to the smaller number, or the crocodile wants to eat the bigger number. And in this particular case, 0 is in fact a bigger number than negative 7. Okay, we're going to have a look at some example questions now. First one, is 5 greater than or less than 2? Well, if we look on our number line, we've got 5 here, and we've got negative 2 here. We know that the numbers to the right-hand side are bigger, so therefore 5 is in fact greater than negative 2. Okay. The next one says, is negative 4, let's use a different colour, got negative 4, is that greater or less than 7? Well, we know 7 is on the right-hand side, so that's the bigger number. So negative 4, let's rub that out, make sure it's actually properly. Negative 4 is in fact less than 7. Now remember, the arrow always points to the smaller number. The last bit, it says use a number line to solve the following. Let's use a different number, different color again. So we've got 4, we're at 4, okay, here we are, and we need to take away 9. So we are going to go to our left because we're taking away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We end up at -5, and we've used a number line to do that. The next part it says, all right, -7, and we add 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We end up at +4, or just 4. With our next question, we are at 5. Okay, we're up here at 5, but we need to take away 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That gets us at -2. Remember that when we're taking away, all right, we move to our left. This last one, a little bit more tricky. All right, let's use orange. Okay, we're at -5. So here we are at -5, and we need to take away 3. Now again, if we take away, we go to our left. 1, 2, 3. That gets us at -8. Okay, I'd now like you to have a go at some practice questions on the next few slides. Okay, I'd like you to pause the video here and have a go at these practice questions, and then we'll go through the answers on the next slide. Okay, so your first question was, is 2 greater than or less than -3? So we need to first of all find out if 2 or -3 is furthest to the right. Now we can see that 2 is here, -3 is here on our number line down the bottom. We can say that 2 is furthest to the right, so therefore 2 is greater than -3. Next question was, is -6 greater than -3? So we've got -6. Let's use a different color. We won't use red. Let's use blue. So we've got -6 here. We've got -3. We found that from last time. So -6 and -3. We can see that -6 is in fact the smallest number. So again, the arrow points to the smallest, or the crocodile eats the largest of the number. Last thing, okay, your last question was, use a number line to solve the following. 2, take away 5. If we're at 2, and we take away 5, we go to the left, 5 spots, and we end up at -3. Let's use purple for our second one. So we're at -6. Okay, we're at -6, and we add 1, we go to the right one, that brings us to -5. Let's use yellow for the next one. We're at 4. We take away 8, so we go left 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That gets us to -4. -4. And with our last one, I'm going to use red. We're at -3. Okay, I've already got a red dot there. How convenient. -3, and we've got to take away 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that gets us to -9. So remember, if we're taking away, we go to the left, and if we're adding, we go to the right.